Here we are. We're back again. Before I get started, I want to address a couple of observations that have been made. I look at the comments from the last Politicon YouTube, and it was very helpful. And I'll get into some of the advice people have given about Trump's defecation issues. I like that. Good word, defecation. And one of the rare but more than a couple of observations were, James, this is beneath you. You've had a long career. You should not be talking about something this gross or tawdry. And let me explain where I come from. I think humans, just as a result of humanity, have some brand of some expectation that they'll be treated as human beings. Like, I wouldn't do this to Lindsey Graham. Not that I don't think Lindsey Graham is one of the most pliable people that ever lived in American politics, but I wouldn't talk about his ability or inability to sanitize his rectum after a defecation event. I do not view, I guess Trump is human in one sense. In another sense, he's not. I really think he is such an odious and despicable man that he should not be accorded the most basic courtesies that one human being would extend to another human being. I think he is a grotesque, immoral man who is incapable of understanding anything or anybody that's not him. And I'll just be very honest, I cannot stand the son of a bitch. But we've been a lot of people and say you really shouldn't use this language, and I'm trying to think of what can I do to accommodate some of these people, and what I can do is this. I am no longer going to say he can't wipe his ass. I'm going to be sophisticated. I'm going to be Noel Coward. I'm going to be somebody that understands that a person in my position has to use it. So from now on, I'm going to say he can't wipe his arse. You understand? Because that, maybe I can have a cigarette with a holder and like this and sip on a glass of champagne and tell witty jokes at some London club. But that's what I'm going to give you. So all of you people that say my language is not up to snuff, I'm sophisticated enough that I can use the word arse. I think it's A-R-S-E. So a lot of people that worked in this area, and this is not an uncommon problem as people age in nursing homes. And one of the suggestions that a couple people sent in is that he could actually use tongs. So you can get extension, so his hand can't get around his fat gut or around his sidebars, and his arse, notice I said arse, not the ASS word, it can't reach it, but these act as an extension. So then you got to decide, as he's doing this, there are different people that use toilet paper, or should I say sanitary tissues, or whatever you're supposed to call them. And there are people like me who are crumplers. So he could do this, and he could have some extension. You understand? So this gives him another, for you high school physics students, for you MIT engineers, this adds up. Got to be a good 10 inches, I guess. I don't know. You can look and make an evaluation yourself. And then he can actually use that. Now, if he's a crumpler. Now, we also have people who are very fastidious. And this is not my style, but see here what we got. And they're folders. So then you have, this is the folder version. Now, this can be, as you can see, these could very sensitive area, the sphincter area, and as we pointed out, his sphincter is extremely large. Or you could do this. You could actually do it with a washcloth. Now you're going to have disposable. You have trouble disposing of this because it doesn't flush like toilet paper. So I don't know how you get rid of it. Maybe, tell you the truth, you could call Lindsey Graham, and I'm sure he'd be glad to take care of it and probably dispose it and take a sniff or something along the way. But this is very important, is to do it this way, do you do it this way, or do you do it that way? And each one has its own challenges. But remember, Archimedes said, I don't know, displacement, and somebody says, give me a liver and I can lift the world, and give me an extension and I can get to my fat arse. I don't know what the answer is, but let me suggest this. And like I say, we've had some health professionals who have come up with many different ideas. I was surprised by the number of health professionals who think that I'm onto something, that this is highly likely that the man is not capable of defecation hygiene. In other words, he can't wipe his own arse. But we're going to keep exploring these things as we go further. We're not going to accord this rotten motherfucker one iota of humanity or respect because he has given up any idea that he should be afforded this. So we got a lot of things to discuss going forward here. It's not going to end with this. There are many unsanitary, gross habits that he's had, that he has, and we're going to continue to put this out. I've had certain suggestions that maybe he could try going from the front, but I think the weight of scientific authority that doesn't help much because he's still got to get his little bitty tiny fingers, as I pointed out, that's about what he's looking at, around his gut and into his arsehole. But these are questions that have to be pondered, they have to be examined, they need scientific explanations, they need engineers, they need nurses, they need healthcare workers, they need physicians. There's a whole community of people in this country and around the world that can help me address this. So I want to tell each of you, I try to read and take seriously your comments. I had one guy send a comment and says, well, this is a little erudite, but I think I get his point. Which, okay, even I have to break my stoicism, being stoic, to kind of giggle at that one. But we'll see you probably early midweek next week, and good luck to you, and good luck to Governor Walz in his debate with I can't get the guy's name out, the childless cat lady guy. And I also want to talk about, people talk about the country's going to the dogs. Well, Governor Nome shot a dog, and now we find out that Mr. Roberts, the very devout person who is the head of 2025, who's J.D. Vance's best friend, beat a dog to death with a shovel because the dog was barking. Remind me to never get a baby around him crying on an airplane, because I don't know what he'd do to that. But try to keep from beating dogs with shovels and pay attention. And we're going to be shoveling a lot of Trump shit your way as we go forward. Thank you and goodbye.